Didn't take me much to realize that removing oxalates from your diet solves a lot of health problems today. Let's dive in. Hey there, internet video watchers. Welcome to Breaking Free with Common Sense. I'm Perry, and today we're going to talk about oxalates and why no one should eat them. Just in case you didn't know this, human beings still haven't figured out everything in the whole world. We have a lot of discoveries happening every day, and oxalates is something that's relatively new. And people are now discovering, not many, but some people are discovering that oxalates are really just a huge problem in today's modern diet. And this information, a lot of people want to keep quiet. One, it's the entire health industry, which makes trillions of dollars from sick people, and they don't want anybody getting well. And two, it's the billions of dollars being made selling oxalates in various forms, like fruits, vegetables, and other packaged goods. But still, I'm surprised hardly anybody knows about oxalates when I bring it up in conversation. But we're really close to getting to a big paradigm shift here. We just need more people to talk about it and more people to learn about it. Speaking of learning about it, you should go out and get the book Toxic Superfoods by Sally K. Norton. In her book, she writes that many foods that people consider healthy these days, like almonds or spinach, are really actually profoundly bad for you, despite the so-called benefits that they have or the vitamins they contain. So it's been concluded here that oxalates are a source of many of today's health problems: inflammation, chronic pain, kidney stones, and all sorts of hormonal imbalances. And a lot of people in the gluten-free and vegan world definitely feel it worse. Heck, I didn't even know this, but I was taking high doses of vitamin C for years, and that was part of the problem. I was getting organ inflammation. And the minute I stopped taking such excess doses of vitamin C, the pain quickly subsided. Once you read this book, you're definitely going to want to cut out oxalates, like ASAP. And there are quite a number of people going against this book, a lot of critics, and that means you're onto something. When you have the whole world going against you, it typically means you're telling the truth. One of the problems with oxalates is that it's not a simple cut and dry problem to have. It's not like, well, you smoke too much cigarettes, you're going to get cancer, or if you drink too much, you're going to crash your car. Oxalates seem to have this kind of unique, one-of-a-kind type of attack on people. And there's no rhyme or reason. It's not like you eat oxalates, your hair is going to fall out. Some people may not feel anything right away. They can go decades without having problems, but it could be a knee problem that they can't figure out, or internal organ problem like I was having. You can have skin problems, mood problems, hormonal problems, like these little crystals that form in your body, and they collect because you can only excrete so many per day. I don't know, 50 or 100 milligrams, I forget, something like that. And they keep building up, and they have to go somewhere. They frequently go in joints, but it's not just your wrist, your elbow. It could be anything, your ankle, your toes. I also feel them in my teeth. Like when I'm oxalate dumping, that's something that happens when you quit oxalates. Your body starts flushing, and some days are worse than others. And that's why you're supposed to take calcium, but it's kind of a tricky step because calcium can cause constipation on its own. So you have to kind of be careful. I take just very minimal calcium these days, and I let my body excrete the oxalates its own way. I'm not trying to rush them out. See, the good thing about calcium is that it can get it out without causing severe oxalate dumping. But whatever, you do what you need to do. But I'll feel it in my teeth. I went to the dentist and I said, I have a cavity. I was certain I had a cavity. X-rays, nothing. My teeth are perfectly healthy. But that's where the oxalates were dumping. I felt it in my teeth. Isn't that odd? And what bugs me is that I really think, after reading this book and just studying life in general, that a lot of the problems that people are having are misdiagnosed by doctors. They don't even know that oxalates are causing these problems. They just look it up in their medical book that, oh, well, if you have a knee problem, then your cartilage is gone or what have you. Oxalates contribute to so many problems they haven't even figured out yet, but it's thousands of medical conditions that could be avoided if you just did not overload on oxalates. But doctors just want you in and out, so they don't really care. They don't want to dig deep and say, well, maybe if you avoided this in your diet and and maybe gave it 6 months or a year. It could take years to get rid of the oxalates, believe it or not. I don't know. Do you have you read about these oxalates, and have you read Toxic Superfoods? Do you want to try it? I think it's really fascinating. I think it's made a huge difference in my life. I feel better. I have more energy, more mental clarity. Even with the problems that I get periodically, I think I'm just really happy that I discovered the Toxic Superfoods book and have started to really just eliminate them entirely. Let me know in the comments, and we'll talk again next video. Bye.